Let's look at the only holiday song in the Real Book. I'm Ron Drotos, and thanks for being here for my journey through the Real Book number 103. And this is Easter Parade by Irving Berlin. And there's something really wonderful about holiday songs, or songs that come up yearly, because they connect us with a tradition, a culture, whether it's our own or someone else's, and by extension our own, because we're all people, it's around us. And also they bring together the generations in a way. If you're singing a song, and other songs have the same function, whether it's songs that you sing in a religious tradition or even Happy Birthday. Think about it, there's not too many songs that grandparents, parents, and grandkids can all sing together. Although I think the Beatles are becoming like that, definitely. So I remember one time when I was in college at the University of Connecticut, this is in the 1980s, and I was learning stride piano. I was playing the song, Here Comes Peter Cottontail, which is a fun kind of Easter song. And it was right before we were about to adjourn our classes for a few days for the Easter Passover holiday break, when whether it was a week or weekend, I don't remember. But it was right before one of my classes, like music theory, and everybody's sitting there, and there was a grand piano up in the front of the classroom. And the teacher was late, or we got there early or something, and I just started playing Here Comes Peter Cottontail. Just one of those really fun moments, and the class maybe started clapping along. I just remember lots of activity, and people were really into it. And I'm like, oh, this is great, And before I knew it, all the other teachers had come out of their classrooms, and the people who worked in the main office, and even the department head. Hi, Mr. Patrolak, if you're watching this right now. Everybody's just standing in the doorways. It was like this huge crowd. I felt like I was the Beatles or something for a minute. But even more than that, we were all sharing something, a really light moment, right before the break in our routine for the holiday and everything. And that's what a lot of holiday songs can do. And they only come around once a year, generally, so they're special in that way. Easter Parade is Irving Berlin, and the most obvious version is, yes, to play it sort of stride piano. And that's something to definitely work on. You can practice this very slowly with a really relaxed form. You don't want to strain yourself. And just try the left hand a lot with this stride pattern. And it's not going to come naturally in a day or 2 days, but after a few weeks, yeah, it's going to start to really feel good, and then you have it forever. That's the main thing about this stuff. I'm going to sort of take a little more subdued approach, but a fun approach. Easter Parade, it's a movie, and I'm thinking, Fifth Avenue, New York City, and other cities, I guess, traditionally would have a parade where the ladies would get their nice Easter hats on, their Easter bonnets, and elegant gowns, and the men would wear top hats and maybe tails, a cane or something, and very elegant, but has a playful aspect as well. It's kind of regal, but with a playful and a fun aspect, and Easter being in the springtime. And so I'm going to go with that. And then if it develops into stride, which I guess it probably will at some point, great. That'll be a nice moment where it just sort of blossoms. But I'm going to start with something a little more, almost like a tap dance. Dun, da, da, do, 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 like a soft shoe kind of thing. See where it takes me. funny because I wasn't planning that ending. It's, it's starting on the sharp 4 chord with a half diminished. Then you just go down chromatically. And that's a little tip there. You play basically a pentatonic scale based on the 5th. So it's a B flat major 7th chord, but I'm playing an F pentatonic. So it covers a lot of the color notes, like the 7th, the 9th, the 6th. So that's what a fun tune like Easter Parade can do. It could be a little bebop at the end, some chromatic harmony, the soft shoe, stride. All this stuff can come together in a real fun way. Enjoy your playing. Remember, it's about the journey, not the destination, because as soon as you get to one destination, there's already another one waiting for you. So that's fine, but you have to enjoy every step, because I know people who've been playing for 20, 30 years, and they sound good, but they still don't enjoy it, because they're always striving so much for the next step that they don't enjoy where they are. So you have to enjoy where you are. I sounded terrible for about 5 years when I started playing jazz. But I didn't care because I was just having so much fun. So I hope you do the same. And thanks for being here. I'll see you next week when we get to number 104, Easy Living. Take care.